Hi there. Welcome to episode 5 of the survival game series. You're watching me play on Breeze Island yet again. I decided to go for this one. It's a good 9 minutes. And yeah, should be a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm recording this the same day I recorded my previous episode. God forbid. And I really have not much to talk about. I often don't, so this is just rambling once more. Kind of what the whole thing was meant to be anyway. So, yeah. I'll just go over what's happening over the next couple days, I suppose. I'm going out this evening. Gonna go for drinks at a friend's house. And that should be good. And then tomorrow I'm heading home at midday. Hopefully there's enough time in there to recover. After I'm done with this, I will tidy up. I'll throw away a bunch of the stuff I have around my room. And fill my bags with what I can for the time being. And yeah, have a shave. Don't really like growing out my facial hair, and I've been quite lazy the past couple of days, so get rid of that scruff. But yeah, other than that, my weekend's pretty bland. I guess tomorrow, all of it would have happened already when this uploads. There is a little fragment of time I could potentially record. I get home at 4, but I do want these out at 5, and so I just won't risk it. I wonder if I'll even do the thumbnail this evening. I'd like to, but if I don't have enough time, I won't. I'm having all these thoughts which, frankly, don't matter, because you'll see this. If you see this. And it will be what it is. I'm really terrible at talking when it comes to saying nothing. Making small talk is something I'm not hugely fond of. I usually don't talk if I don't have anything to say, which lots of people don't do. I remember being quite insecure about that fact, I'll be honest. Yapping away, or not yapping away, feeling obliged to talk, even though you have nothing going on in your head. And then there's situations where you meet someone for the first time and you've realised after this, after years of being quiet, you've realised actually I'm quite comfortable just being around someone in a silent environment. And they are not. And they start talking at you and they feel awkward, and maybe they even call it an awkward silence when you're both just standing or not talking. But it's okay. There's a really excellent quote which I can't remember at the moment, which I think I'll go over at another point. But yeah, it really resonated with me. I might try and find it. Give me a second. Here we are then. I found it, and it's a quote by Gilles Deleuze in 1997 in the book Negotiations. I'll read it out loud to you. We're riddled with pointless talk. Insane quantities of words and images. Stupidity is never blind or mute. So it's not a problem of getting people to express themselves, but of providing little gaps of solitude and silence in which they might eventually find something to say. Repressive forces don't stop people expressing themselves, but rather force them to express themselves. What a relief to have nothing to say. The right to say nothing, because only then is there a chance of framing the rare and ever rarer thing that might be worth saying. I really like this quote. I remember a friend of mine sent it to me because I was feeling particularly insecure that day. Usually when I start something, or start a new job, or start going to university, you meet a lot of new people, and it's overwhelming, pre-existing groups of people, and you just have nothing to say to them, because they're already a dynamic which you're trying to absorb. But what can you do? And so, yeah. This quote just properly resonated with me, and I put it on my CVs. When I hand a CV to someone, it's right at the bottom of the reference page, because I feel like it is important, at least to me. It's good at expressing my character, at least a little bit. I say as I try and make a series of me talking every day for an extended period. I suppose my insecurity isn't completely covered, but does it need to be? I do wonder if what I say is thought through. I definitely overthink what I'm going to say when I'm in situations which require or give me some time to think. But in a situation like this, where I sit and I talk, I'm definitely saying nothing. It's not a very thought through thing, I suppose. And I'm very aware of what I'm doing. And I think that's quite off-putting, the whole, like, knowing exactly what you are doing. Being aware of it, at least. Self-aware is only so good. I think I've mentioned before, my opinion on being self-aware is just sugarcoating the fact that you're quite self-conscious. They're the same thing. Aware, conscious. But yet one is seen as this beautiful thing. People seek people with self-awareness. They want them to know what they're doing and why they're doing it. But I don't know. There's something quite nice about ignorance. I mean, that's why there's the quote, ignorance is bliss, I suppose. I suppose a lot. I suppose. Again, the self-awareness taking over. I feel like I also say and like and quite a bit. And already when I talk, there's fragments of just emptiness where I don't have anything. And so if I got rid of the ums or the ahs, I would not have a thing to say for a longer, you know? I guess this is my insecure ramble. I wonder what I'll title this after the fact. I've also been thinking what my goals are with this, other than 100. Do I want to improve my talking? Do I want to improve an audience? Do I want an audience from this? I don't think I do. God, I don't. Is it good enough to have the goal of consistency that I was talking about earlier? Or yesterday for you lot? I think it probably is. But I don't know. But anyway, I'm going home tomorrow. And home will be good. It's been 12 weeks, and yeah, I look forward to seeing my cats. And alongside my cats, I look forward to potentially getting a job. Might become a coffee boy again. Just make some money, some pennies before I get my degree. And then I can spend that money on food. Nicer food. I like to cook. And I like to buy nice, like, good quality produce. But, you know, when you're a uni student, when you're in the trenches, you can't really afford to do that. What do I know, though? Not much. I like knowing nothing. This really is a ramble chat. Don't mean to steal that pre-existing title, ramble chat. That would be a great podcast name or something. But yeah. It's nice. It's nice and therapeutic. I recommend this to anyone, genuinely, to sit and talk into a microphone for an allocated amount of time. Because it makes you think and try and say something. Try and say something which is interesting. Try and keep yourself engaged. And try and keep a potential listener engaged to what you are saying. I think this would be far more enjoyable to fall asleep to, I'll be honest. Shove this on. Use it as ASMR or something. And just have ambient clicking noises. And me talking about why I'm so self-aware and how that makes me a bad person. With my horribly annoying chuckle. I don't know why I have an exhale chuckle when I talk. It's weird. It's really weird. But I won't beat myself up for it because I'm not changing that. There's people who change their laughs because people make fun of them, but it's an endearing aspect of a person's character to have a unique laugh. Anyway, we're reaching an end to our time together. I just want to say thank you. Have a great one. And really, and I mean it, be kind to yourself.